my name is Hannah and thank you for joining me for today's video. Today is part 1 of our Mediterranean cruise adventure where we spent 2 weeks on board Arvia, and part 1 of the video. I hope you enjoy. Please like and subscribe if you do. The night before we embarked on the ship we drove down to Southampton, so we're in Southampton already, and it's become a bit of a tradition that we go to this beach and John goes for a walk and I just kind of relax in the car and watch the world go by. Then we headed over to where we embark on the ship and check in. So we dropped off the car, dropped off our luggage and began the check-in process, which was super easy, and honestly it felt much smoother than even when we boarded Iona. And there's something so special just like walking up onto the ship for the first time, so it was very exciting. We had to wait for a bit for our bags to arrive, but once we got that, we got ready for the evening and explored the ship. Even though Arvia is similar to Iona, it felt quite exciting to go exploring and explore its features, and that evening we watched a Spanish music duo perform, which was a great start to the trip as most of the ports that we went to were Spanish.
Por cada aguardiente sobre el campo molinero, como por diosero buscando el camino, yo voy buscando el camino, es porque te quiero, Rocío.
Day 2 was a relaxing sea day. We spent most of the day exploring the rest of the ship and enjoying that kind of slower pace. I brought along with me Ali Abdul's Feel Good Productivity and listened to it on Audible whilst following along with the physical book. I also would get the daily Sudoku from the reception, which became cruise tradition.
So here we are on the Bay of Biscay. Looks a bit choppy, but it's okay, isn't it? There we have it.
That evening we had planned to see a show in the theatre, but it was cancelled. We're not quite sure the reason, but instead we watched Max Fulham, a ventriloquist, which is not usually my kind of thing, but he was so funny and I ended up really enjoying it. And the theatre itself was very regal with those bright red chairs. So day 3 we docked at La Coruña and it was a very windy day, so the audio isn't brilliant in the clips that we have. So here we are in La Coruña. The weather is, well, it's better than what we went to Norway, so I'm convinced we take bad weather with us. But here we are, there's the ship behind us. we visited this fortress that I thought it was a castle, but I don't think it was, and we walked along the coastline and enjoyed the view. And while we had phone signal, we also downloaded some YouTube videos to watch later, including one with a snore blocker, which is a tip for you if you go on a cruise, is to have a snore blocker that you can play in your ears, because not that John was snoring, but the cabin tends to creak a little bit, so that helps to kind of block out that noise. And we walked back into town and searched for some highlighter pens for my Ali Abdul book, and also some face wipes. I got to buy mine.
Coruña. There we have it.
Later we found the giant deck chair by the pool, which was a fun photo spot. And then for dinner we tried the American Diner themed restaurant that's included in the cruise fare. And that evening I went to a space themed show in the Sky Dome, and then this is a picture of one of the sunsets that you get at sea. So day 4 was another day at sea, so we kept it kind of low-key. I read my book, worked on the Sudoku puzzles, and went in the whirlpool. It was sunny but still quite chilly, so I have the obligatory photo of me still wrapped up in a towel because I was a bit chilly. The evening was a formal night, so we dressed up and we had a special multi-course dinner. Portions are quite small, but it was a very lovely experience, and we have so many portions you end up still quite full by the end of it. After dinner we headed out to the deck for some more photos and videos of those sunsets, and we finished the evening with a drink at one of the bars. So day 5 was another sea day, and John and I both got up early, but for different reasons. John wanted to see the ships pass through the Gibraltar Strait, something he'd been looking forward to for ages, and I didn't really appreciate how special it would be until later, when I regretted not joining him. I had got up early to go film a ship tour, but I probably could have done that on another day and enjoyed passing through the Gibraltar Strait. In the afternoon, we went to afternoon tea, which was a first for us on a cruise. It wasn't the traditional tea that I expected. It had more of a fun around the world theme instead. And even though it was an extra charge, it was well worth the experience. And skipping lunch definitely helped us to enjoy it a bit more. Day 6 was our second stop in Spain, which was Valencia. It's a port that's a bit far from the city, so we had to take the shuttle bus, which dropped us off near some futuristic looking buildings. One of them was an aquarium, but the ticket's quite pricey, so we decided to skip that, and instead we walked along the park, which led into the old town. And along the way we found an outdoor gym that John couldn't resist trying out. Once we reached the old town, we had a look at the cathedral. The line to get inside was quite long, so we decided not to go inside, but we did see a local artist outside who painted these paintings on pieces of glass. We ended our visit with a coffee, and although there was a slight mix-up because we ordered Americanos but they were more like espressos, and asking for milk caused some confusion because it never came. So a big thanks to my friend Izzy, who sent me a voice note teaching me how to order coffee with milk in Spanish the next time. Back on the ship there was some drama with a family of 4 who almost missed the departure, but they did make it just fine. But the captain did warn us that had the ship been ready, we would have gone without them. Later that evening we relaxed and watched a young singer guitarist perform. She was very talented, and I ended up seeing her a few more times during the trip.
you between my barefoot on the grass. It's only to our lips when I saw you in that dress, looking so beautiful. I don't deserve this. You look perfect tonight.
So that wraps up part 1 of our Mediterranean cruise. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe and leave a comment. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!